This is a book review of Pop Painting by Camilla and the book came out in 2016. It's a lovely, colourful book, and it's from a company called crownpublishing.com and watsonduptill.com. Now, I love her artwork, I love her paintings, so it's just fascinating to find her techniques of pop serialism, as she says. Creating pop serialism. There's a lot of things about originality, inspiration, tools of the trade, the art studio, sketching, studying composition, pushing boundaries, evoking emotions, and much, much more. There's just a beautiful book. If you're into her work, this book is full of amazing art. Just beautiful. Unicorn girl there. Pop serialism. Originality, you've got lots obviously behind the scenes, all her various ideas about how she uses colour. And also, of course, lots of really wonderful pics of behind the scenes with all the books. So I quite often love look at books and think, oh, that's a pop manga, this book. What the art of, and you quite often you look at these shelves and you think, oh, I must go off and look for that book. And of course, it's the same thing with Zoom, of course. When all these do the Zoom, here's my studio, and they show how they do this. And this is what, in a sense, this book is, like a YouTube video, where you watch the YouTube video, 2-hour video, this person drawing away. Wow. I mean, of course, when you watch it, you think, how do they do that sometimes? I mean, some of the art is just amazing on YouTube. And likewise in here, it's just beautiful. But I guess if you're at a certain level of art, I'm certain you will learn a lot from this as well. You look at things, well, I've been doing it this way, I've been doing it that way. But you know what? There's certain things I would love to. And I think these books are just great for that kind of thing. Just thinking, well, you know what? That's a brilliant idea. I went to, I love Talk and Draw. It's a national gallery in the UK. Brilliant. And they did a Zoom. And there was so many fascinating things you learn because you got these artists and they talk about how their approach to things. And you can watch it and you think, I've been doing drawing, whatever, but I've never thought about doing. And sometimes you think, that is just so useful. It's like the same in this sort of book. You just think, wow, that's a great, and this book is full of some really great advice, selecting the tools, I say set up, creative spaces. And again, if you just love her art, it's just you've got page upon pages of really beautiful art. But it's also nice to see the steps. Obviously there's blending basics, blending technique, drying time, blend, and how to do the eyes. So you've got here the steps she goes through. And it's just a beautiful book, beautiful book. And of course you probably could go through steps. I must admit, I haven't. But it's one of these ones that I dip into and you think, that's interesting, I will use that. Most of my work actually is online, actually on the computer. So obviously this is fascinating stuff, but I don't actually get the easel out that often. And so I should do. It's one of those things that when I look at this, I think I really should, but I haven't for quite a while. Skin, hair, animals, her approach to producing just beautiful pools of colour. And it's just, I think this book is just absolutely glorious. It's full of just amazing advice, as well as just the learning, as it says, how I learned to love painting. On being a professional artist, approaching galleries. There's just stacks and stacks of very good information. I'm certain that obviously not all of it will be suitable for a particular person. That's always the way with any of these books. But I just think I've got a number of these books on my shelf and I just love looking through them. And yeah, this one is just brilliant. I love her artwork as well, of course. An added bonus. So Pop Painting, brilliant.